Hello friends, this is Team SuperSimplified and we are here with Current Affairs Capsule. We will be discussing the current affairs of October 2016 week 1. So let's get started. So first news item is Pak announces postponement of 19th SAARC summit in Islamabad. It was actually scheduled on 9th and 10th November in Islamabad, Pakistan. But after India and 4 other countries announced to boycott the summit has been cancelled. Okay. So the background to this, you must be knowing, actually there was a terrorist attack on Indian Army Brigade headquarters in Uri in Kashmir, and which was carried out by Pakistani terrorists. So India retaliated, and as a result of our diplomatic effort, we could isolate Pakistan for actually harboring and nurturing terror groups. This announcement has also come just one day after India carried out a surgical strike on terror camps in Pak-occupied Kashmir. Right. Next news item is gsat 18 launched successfully. So gsat 18 is a communication satellite, and it was launched from French Guiana. Where is French Guiana located? It is here in South America. So this is the territory, right? It is an overseas territory of France. The main usage of this particular satellite will be in telecommunications, and the life of the satellite is 15 years, and it is a geostationary satellite like most of the telecommunication satellites are. And a question for you, what is the altitude of a geostationary satellite's orbit from the equator? So the answer is it is 36,000 kilometers. Sometimes it is asked in MCQs, or it may be asked in interview as well, right? So just keep this figure in mind. Next news item is OPEC agrees to cut oil output, and this is the first cut since 2008. It currently produces 33.24 million barrels per day, and that will be reduced to somewhere between 32.5 to 33.24 million barrels per day. Now exact cut by each member of the OPEC will be decided later. They have just in principle agreed that there will be a cut in future. So what will be an impact on India? This is the important question. See, India is world's third largest crude oil importer, so definitely there is going to be an impact, and how significant that will be. See, we are enjoying the benefits of lower crude oil prices from quite some time, so that benefit will be going away now, because the prices may rise since the reduction in supply is going to take place, right? So let's know something about OPEC. What is OPEC? OPEC is Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. So it is a group of major petroleum exporting countries, and it was established in 1960 in Baghdad. It had originally 5 members. Today it has 14 members. It is headquartered in Vienna, Austria, and it has 14 nations as members, and these 14 nations are responsible for 43% of global oil production, and 73% of world oil reserves are located in these 14 countries. And this is the world map which shows the member countries of OPEC. It shows only 12 countries. 2 are actually missing. This is a little old map, so I'll just point them out in the map. We have Ecuador somewhere here, and one more country which is missing is Angola. Angola is here in Africa. So Sagar Port Project. So first of all, let me tell you what is Sagar Port Project. So this is West Bengal. Here you have River Hooghly, and somewhere here you will have Kolkata, right? And there's an island in the Bay of Bengal. Here you have Calcutta nearby. The project actually envisages to connect this particular island to the mainland with the help of a bridge, which will be a road cum rail bridge, and this will be in the form of an underground tunnel underwater. Next news item is disclosure of 65,250 crore under Income Disclosure Scheme 2016. The Central Board of Direct Taxes has received, they have announced that they have received 65,250 crore worth of disclosure under Income Disclosure Scheme 2016. So what is the scheme basically? So there was a window of 4 months, June to September 2016, which was given for people who are holding black money, who have not paid taxes on that money, right? So they were given an opportunity to disclose that amount and to put a penal tax of 45%, one-time tax, and keep the black money with them. So the assets declared were exempt from the wealth tax, and they will be immune from prosecution under IT Act, Wealth Tax Act, and Benami Transaction Act 1988. So HRIDAY project worth 114 crore approved. So what is HRIDAY? First of all, this is an important scheme of the government. HRIDAY is a scheme of Ministry of Urban Developments. Its full form is Heritage Infrastructure Development and Augmentation Yojana. This project is for improving the infrastructure facilities around core heritage sites in 12 cities basically, but in this phase of this rupees 114 crore are allocated for 5 cities: Varanasi, Amritsar, Dwarka, Puri, and Warangal. So this is a central scheme completely funded by center, and all the stakeholders will be coming together like government, academic institutions, and local community, and affordable technologies will also be leveraged here. So it seeks to promote an integrated, inclusive, and sustainable development of heritage sites, and it will be focusing not just on the maintenance of monuments but on advancement of the entire ecosystem, including its citizens, tourists, and local businesses. See, we have 32 UNESCO recognized heritage sites, right? So ranking second in Asia and fifth in the world. The tourism potential of the country is still to be harnessed, and the scheme will actually help us in this regard. Okay, so these are the 12 sites under this particular project: Ajmer, Amravati, Amritsar, Badami, Dwarka, Gaya, Kanchipuram, Mathura, Puri, Varanasi, Velankani, and Warangal, and these are pointed out on this particular map. So people who have geography optional and who are writing mains this year, this is an important map for you. RBI to be divested of debt management role in 2 years. So an independent agency will be created to manage debts, and most probably it will be called PDMA, Public Debt Management Agency. And this is being done because RBI has two conflicting roles. It is the central bank of the country, and it also manages center's borrowings, right? So these two are actually conflicting roles. So a need was felt that there should be another agency which will take care of the debt management business. Okay. Acha, how does government borrow actually? So there are different routes of government borrowing, but so I just wanted to introduce a term to you, OMO. What is OMO? Open market operations. So whenever government sells its bonds or securities to the public, to collect public money, those operations are known as open market operations, right? EU ministers approve ratification of the Paris Climate Agreement. So what is this news? So the Paris Climate Agreement was approved by the EU Parliament, and the next step will be the ratification of the individual countries, right? And this is an important step because European Union actually accounts for 12% of the greenhouse gas emission, and which is third largest after China. China is on the top with 20%, and US has somewhere around 18%. EU accounts for 12%. What is India's GHG emission contribution? It is 4.1%. Okay, so the ratification of Paris Agreement is important because a total 62 countries including US and China have ratified it. US and China ratified during the recent G20 summit which took place in September 2016, and India also ratified Paris Agreement on 2nd October 2016, and it became the 62nd country to do that. So this number is also important because ratification by 55 countries was required to bring it in force, so now it can come into force, right? Now INDOSAN, what is INDOSAN? Indian Sanitation Conference, which was held in New Delhi recently, and here PM Narendra Modi spoke about the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and he spoke that we needed Satyagraha to make India free of the foreign rule. Similarly, we need Swachhagraha to make India free of dirt. Okay. And INDOSAN is actually an annual event to bring together all the stakeholders together, the government, NGOs, academicians, corporates, etc. Bihar brings in new prohibition law. So background is Bihar government brought in prohibition law recently. You would have read that in news. But Patna High Court scrapped the law. They said, ki, okay, fine, you are banning the liquor consumption. That is okay. You can do it because it is also mentioned in the constitution. But the provision of punishment is too harsh. It is too stringent, and they use the word draconian. So this kind of punishments are not, suitable in a civilized society. So the law was scrapped. But Bihar government brought a new law. Critics say that it is more stringent than before. So according to this one, there is a ban on sale and consumption both, and 10-year imprisonment or a 10 lakh fine or both for not complying with the ban. And there are some very stringent provisions like arrest of all the adult family members if anyone consumes or stores alcohol, or even death provision for the producer and seller of the alcohol if people die after consuming illicit liquor, right? A lot of these cases were actually coming recently in the past, mostly in the rural area. So that is why these stringent provisions exist. So where in the constitution it is mentioned, prohibition law, anywhere? It is mentioned in article 47 under DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy, where the constitution expects the state to bring about prohibition, right? 250 agri markets integrated with online platform surpassing target. Target was 200, and 250 have been linked, right? So these 250 agri markets linked to the online platform are across 10 states, and they are integrated to eNAM. So just remember this, eNAM. What is eNAM? eNAM is e-National Agriculture Market, right? So this is a web portal kind of thing where, and this is the tagline, Uttam Fasal Uttam Inam. So you can understand the purpose of this. So this is a web portal for sale and purchase of agricultural commodities online. This will benefit both the farmers and the buyers. Farmers will get better prices, and for buyers it will bring in transparency, ease of purchase, and competitive pricing, right? So all this is going to benefit the buyers, especially the big buyers, like if you are setting up a food processing industry. So you need not go through the mediators where both the farmers and the buyer both lose, and the mediator will be taking the cream, right? So that is not possible here. Now commodities worth 421 crore are already traded as per the government. 1.6 lakh farmers and 46,000 traders have already registered. Nobel Prize in chemistry goes to builders of molecular machines. So molecular machines are actually single molecules that behave much like machines. They have controllable movement like machine. They have all the characteristics like machines, but they are at the nanoscale. And this opens up a wide range of possibilities, and the applications include targeted drug delivery and health monitoring, etc. So if you want to know more about this, you can watch our Nobel Prize series. Similar for physics Nobel Prize, if you want to understand more, you can click on the link above and you can go to our dedicated lecture. UN court rejects disarmament case against India. So there was a case which was filed in International Court of Justice against India. So a petition was actually filed by Marshall Island against Britain, India and Pakistan for nuclear disarmament. So they filed a petition in International Court of Justice, which is a body of UN, and the court actually rejected the plea. It said that this does not come under our jurisdiction. So where is Marshall Island? First of all, Marshall Island is here in the Pacific Ocean. The population is only 55,000 people, but they have seen horrific incidents in the past. Between 1946 to 1958, United States was using this as a test ground for their nuclear bombs, right? And according to some reports, the bombs which were tested here were actually 1,000 times more powerful than what was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, so this is why they have filed a complaint, because they want a nuclear weapon free world. Indian Bridge Management System. So what is this? IBMS is being developed to create an inventory of all the bridges in the country, and IBMS actually is the largest platform in the world which is owned by a single owner, with a database that could exceed maybe 1,50,000 bridges structures. Okay, and so far 1,15,000 have already been inventorized. Right, so a unique ID will be given to every bridge, and GPS coordinates will be recorded, and the structural condition and its importance, all those things will be recorded there in the database, so that priority can be given to important and critical structures. And this is done to ensure efficient maintenance and timely repair of the bridges. Right, and lack of any database on the bridges in the country has led to a situation where there is no clear idea about exact number and location of the bridges. Hence, it has become difficult to maintain the bridges in a proper working condition. Right, and poor condition of bridges hampers efficient transportation also, right? And it also leads to accidents and loss of lives in several occasions. So that was a problem which is being addressed here with the help of IBMS. There's another news that Rajasthan becomes the first state to adopt LED street lighting under all urban local bodies. So what is this? Under central government's scheme SLNP, Street Lighting National Program. So this scheme you should remember. Okay, so this program was actually launched in on January 2015. In January 2015, under the program, around 3.5 crore conventional street lights will be replaced. 3.5 crore conventional street lights will be replaced with smart and efficient LED street light by March 2019. So this is the target, and program was launched in 2015. So here in Rajasthan, 5 lakh LED lights have replaced traditional LED lights, and the funding is happening with the help of EESL, which is Energy Efficiency Services Limited. And what are the benefits here? The benefits are if you are getting a question in mains about benefits of LED lighting or something like that, the thing is you have to cover different dimensions. So here we have written 3 points. If you see, these are 3 different dimensions. You have energy saving, which is 152 million units. This number is not important. The thing is, this dimension is important. Energy saving. Then you have monetary saving, and then you have reduced carbon footprint. So you are talking about energy, you are talking about money, and you are talking about the environment, right? So this is what is important. When you write answers and all, try to categorize the points in this way. Okay, so there's another news item that Tamil Nadu tops in the list of endemic flowering plants. So before understanding the news, you should be very clear with what is endemic. What does endemic mean? Endemic means a species of plant or animal which is native to a place, or it is restricted to a certain place. Okay, and Tamil Nadu tops in the list of endemic flowers. And this is according to Botanical Survey of India report on endemic vascular plants in India. And they say that every 4th species of flowering plant found in India is actually endemic to the country. It is not found anywhere else in any other country. Every 4th species, that means 25%. The highest species in Tamil Nadu, and then Kerala and Maharashtra. Achha, why only these 3 states? Why not other states? Because these states lie in the Western Ghat region, which is very rich in flora and fauna. A new species of Pika was discovered in Sikkim. There's a cartoon character called Pikachu. and that was actually inspired from this particular mammal. And this is a mammal of rabbit family, and it looks like a tailless rabbit. It doesn't have a tail, but it looks like a rat, so it looks like a tailless rat. And it is found at high altitudes. It lives in burrows and does not hibernate during the winter season. And it is actually extinct in South America due to climate change and loss of habitat. 2nd October, International Day of Non-Violence. So this is actually birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. So it is observed by all the UN members to promote the principle of non-violence through education and public awareness. And this is being observed since 2007. Right, and this actually reaffirms the relevance of Gandhian principle of non-violence in today's modern world. So that's all, guys. That's all from my side. If you like this video, please do subscribe this channel, and please like, comment and share this video. And your suggestions are always welcome. If you have any suggestions or you have any topics in mind which you would like us to cover, then please let us know. Thank you. Bye bye.